What's up, 12s? It's Brandon Michael here. I'm in my car. It's pouring outside. I'm wearing my DK jersey. And I just thought, you know what? Why don't I address a thought and a question that's been coming up a lot on my comments. And I posted a mock draft about 3 hours ago. And I had a lot of comments saying a lot of the same things. And I'm going to address that right now. It's going to be a short video, guys. And the question or the comment was, a lot of people are saying, we're going to draft a defensive end. I do not think we're going to draft a defensive end. I'm going to tell you why right now. So, like I said, this is going to be a quick video. I'm just going to address it, attack it right at the point. Jadeveon Clowney, we're not sure if he's going to sign. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, no matter if we sign Jadeveon Clowney or not, we are going to sign another free agent defensive end, whether that is Everson Griffin or whether we trade for Yannick Ngakoue, who I still think Seattle is in the race for. I don't think Philadelphia is going to, I think Yannick Ngakoue wants to go to Philadelphia, but I don't think Philadelphia wants Yannick Ngakoue. Like, they would love to, but they just got to have too many positions they got to pay in the future and this and that. They don't have enough cap, in my opinion. I just don't think that Yannick Ngakoue is going to end up in Philadelphia. So I'm sorry if you can hear all the rain, guys. Hopefully you cannot. I'm crossing my fingers that you cannot hear the rain. If so, I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be a short video. Please bear with me. Whether that is Yannick Ngakoue or whether that is Everson Griffin, we're going to end up with a pass rusher at the end of free agency, no matter who it is. So we're done with that. That's one side fixed. Another reason why I don't think we're going to be drafting another defensive end is because, guys, we just used a first-round pick on LJ Collier last year. I don't think Pete and John are going to look at each other and be like, let's go back-to-back first-round picks used on defensive ends. Back-to-back years. That's a lot of teams don't do that. A lot of teams don't redraft the same position in the first round, on the following year. They kind of like, hey, we missed on the first one. Let's address other positions. It's not seen in the NFL too often, and I do not see John or Pete, addressing that position right now, especially in the first round. Another reason why is, like I said, we did have LJ Collier. He's going to be healthy this season. We have to see, guys. We use a first round pick on this guy. We're just going to be like, let's throw him to the ground, throw him to the streets. Let's draft another guy in the first round. I don't think that's going to happen. I think LJ Collier is definitely going to get more reps this year, especially since he's going to be healthy. We got to see what he could do. We haven't seen what he's been able to do. We haven't needed him yet. Shaquem Griffin, I think, is going to get a lot more looks, a lot more snaps this season. We saw it towards the end of the season in the playoffs. He got a lot more snaps. I think Poona Ford, he's emerging as, and he's not playing that position, but I'm just talking defensive line in general. But Poona Ford and Jaron Reed, with Al Woods out, Poona Ford's going to have to step up. And I think Poona Ford is ready for the limelight. He's ready for the spotlight, guys. Why did I say limelight? He's ready for the spotlight, guys. I feel like the defensive end could be very good. We just need to add a little, we just need to develop the guys a little bit more, which it's not going to be perfect, but we used the first round pick on LJ Collier. We can't just look at it and be like, let's throw you to the streets. All right, Gross Matos or Zach Bond or AJ Epineza, or we can't do that. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to do that either. Another reason why is I think, and by the way, I am 99.9% sure we are going to trade back in the draft. I do not think we're going to use our first round pick on on anybody. I think we're going to trade back and get more picks. I'm just letting you know right now. Yeah, I don't think we're not going to spend it on another defensive end. I don't see that happening on my head. Cornerback position, we do not need to address that anymore. We have Quentin Dunbar, we have Shaquille Griffin, two of the best corners in the game, and our third cornerback is Trey Flowers. That's perfect to me. Ugo is going to get the slot this year. I like that a lot. I think that's going to be a very good secondary. We don't need safeties. I do think Brad McDougald is a guy that's a trade candidate. I mean, not a trade candidate, a release candidate. But we got Marquise Player, we got Quandre Diggs. I don't think we get Antoine Winfield. I just don't. I think a team like Miami scoops him up, mid-second round before we're able to get to him. But I think, I don't think we get a defensive end. Like, I don't think it makes sense. Like, and besides, when was the last time we made a move that any of us has expected? Like, let me give you an example. Has there ever been a time where we're like, we're going to draft that guy for a month straight, and we're like, we're going to draft that guy, and by the time the draft comes, John and Pete draft that guy, and we're all happy because that's the guy we've been expecting. Guys, that's never how it works. You guys are all saying Gross Matos or Yetur Gross Matos or whatever his name is the guy we're going to select. The fact that you even said his name 10 times in a row, it means we're not getting him. He ain't coming to Seattle, guys. I'm sorry to say, and I think we pass up on him too. He'll probably be there by the time we get to our draft pick. We'll cross our fingers, and he won't, you know, we'll trade back. I just don't expect us to, like, we always draft the guy where, I remember when we drafted Rashad Penny, and they were, I don't remember who was in that draft that year, but I think I wanted a cornerback. Yeah, we wanted a cornerback that season, and they're like, we draft Rashad Penny. I'm like, who? I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, and that's how it always is, guys. LJ Collier, who expected us to draft that guy? I mean, early in the first like that, we reach. That's why my mock draft, I picked Kenneth Murray, and the reason why I picked Kenneth Murray is, yeah, you know, we didn't meet up with him, at least I don't think so, but he's a good linebacker. He's not rated above Patrick Queen in the rankings, but we never really looked at the rankings like that. He was a 3-star athlete, I think, coming out of high school, I think. Unless I read it wrong, guys. He's a great tackler. He could work on his coverage a little bit, but being behind KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner, he's going to learn. He's going to learn how to play the linebacker position very well. KJ Wright doesn't have too many years in Seattle left. He's also been a name that's been floating around saying he might get released to save cap. I don't think that happens, but I think after this year, it's going to be tough to keep a guy like KJ Wright, guys. I just don't see it happening. So Kenneth Murray could learn behind him. Michael Kendricks is most likely gone. He could come in and fill that position good, and it might be a little bit of a reach, but we reach a lot of times, guys. If we want a guy that bad, we are able, I mean, we've shown we're not afraid to reach for a player. So I think a guy like Kenneth Murray is an option that is possible. I mean, it's a curveball, but we use curveballs all the time, guys. You know that. So I picked a guy like Kenneth Murray. I don't see us picking a defensive end in the first round. Like I said, back-to-back years, first-round picks used on defensive ends. I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry, guys. And as much as I want a guy like Gross Matos or, you know, Epinenza, or I really like Zach Bond. All y'all hate on Zach Bond, but I feel like Zach Bond can play that Michael Kendricks position, but even a little bit better. He could tackle a lot better. He's a lot faster. He's a lot more explosive. We're not going to need him to rush the passer too much. I mean, he could play that hybrid position, drop back into coverage. I'd rather take a guy like that, but, you know, it's not going to happen, guys. I mean, it's not going to happen, and just expect us to trade back. I don't think we make any moves on day one of the draft. I think we should just sit down, relax, and look at San Francisco take Jerry Jeudy, which is going to piss me off because I don't want to have to deal with that guy. Oh my gosh. I'm already thinking about it. We got to deal with D-Hop. We're probably going to have to deal with Jerry Jeudy because San Francisco is, I'm 99% sure they're taking Jerry Jeudy unless Jerry Jeudy gets selected early in the draft. If not him, CD Lamb. Like, I mean, it's just, there's weapons down there. Weapons. D-Hop, we're going to have to deal with D-Hop. We're going to have to deal with Cooper Kupp and those boys. You know, obviously Brandon Cooks is on the trading block right now, but we're going to have to deal with a lot of problems. And we're going to need corners, obviously. And I think Shaq and Quentin are ready for the challenge. This draft, guys, just sit back, relax, enjoy it. But like I said, day one, we're going to trade back. I'm 99.9% sure. It just doesn't make sense. There's no one there that we need to snatch right then. And there's never been a position. I mean, look at the last 2 times we used our first-round picks on Rashad Penny and LJ Collier. Rashad's our second string running back, and LJ Collier didn't even get to play last year. I think we trade back. And by the way, I don't think Chris Carson is playing next year. Playing for us next year. I think he leaves. A lot of people said, why are you picking Cam Akers in the second round? I think we've already said we're drafting or signing a running back in free agency. We haven't signed a running back yet, so that means I think they're looking at the draft. Cam Akers is very fast. He's very explosive. I think he could play well behind Rashad Penny after Rashad Penny takes over that role. Excuse me. And that's why I did pick those Cam Akers in the second. I don't think we pick a wide receiver in the second round, especially with the signing of Philip Dorsett. I think Josh Gordon might be reinstated into the league, so that's another option that we have at wide receiver. Plus, we have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Obviously, we don't, we're not forgetting about those guys. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted to address that to you and just wanted to tell you why we're not drafting a defensive end in the first round. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys soon, and go Hawks.